you're not going to stay in and watch TV, you might want to be able to head to the Canadian Aviation and Space Museum. There's a show tonight. This is a really interesting show. It's going to be here for 5 different shows at the Canadian Aviation and Space Museum. Space Cadet, the book and the soundtrack by Kid Koala. Great, and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
This sounds like it is a truly unique and very interesting experience. So this was something that you designed back in Montreal.
That's right.
It had a great showing last year, and then you've pretty much been traveling the world with this exhibit. So break it down, because I'm trying to make sense of all of it.
It's basically the strangest concert experience I could come up with that was as far as I could get from the standard club party rocking or you know, dance floor set that I normally play. I've done thousands of those types of shows. And
as a DJ, right?
Like
as a DJ.
Yeah.
Then you put things into a book.
Yes.
So, okay, so go with the book to start things off.
I wrote this book over the last 8 years. I've been drawing each panel of this book. It's a story about a guardian robot and his daughter who gets sent off into space. And it comes with a companion soundtrack, which is quite down-tempo and melancholy and introspective. And so I felt that to present this story live, it would be good if everyone was just comfortable and had their own space and not, you know, standing for 3 hours and
you're standing for 3 hours, seeing images pop up and hearing you play the music. So you created, or your wife is also a part of this, because she does interior design. She created these pods. Yes. Is that right?
These inflatable space pods that seat about 50 people each. And then when you get to the concert, everybody receives a pair of headphones, and we transmit the music directly to the headphones. So you have a kind of isolated, antisocial experience with music, but at the same time you're in a room full of people also hearing the same thing. So
okay, so these pods actually fit a lot of people. They're not individual pods, so they fit about 50 people per pod.
50 each, yeah, and we have a few of those.
There's a few of them set up. They've got the music, and this is your music.
Yeah, I'm performing it live on piano and turntables.
So you're performing it live, but it's going through the system. It's going through the earphones, and then are there images that are popping up?
We have some animations and some slides from the book where I introduce certain characters and certain scenes. And
so you'll talk.
You'll
talk through it.
Yeah, it's kind of like story time meets, you know, lullaby time meets scratch turntable show.
But when you refer to lullaby time, this isn't something necessarily for the kids. This is really an adult experience of kind of creating their own journey in their mind. Yeah,
you know, it can be for kids. I think the themes of the story are quite heavy. It's about cycles of life and, you know,
our place in the universe.
Exactly. You know, it's quite metaphysical by nature. But that being said, I try to make it a more dynamic show so that there's moments of respite from the quiet time.
This is really interesting. What has the response been? I mean, you've been around the world with this. Different responses within different areas of the world?
I've just been overwhelmed just with how excited people are about coming to something like this. We designed the show because it was something that my wife and I thought, oh, it'd be great to go to a show and not just smell this bouquet of armpits, you know, and stand there for 3 hours with bad sight lines and bad sound. You know, how about a concert experience where everyone has, you know, can kick back and relax and hear all the detail in the music at the same time. So luckily for us, the audiences are into it.
They're quite responsive. And very, very quickly, do you go through a different mental experience every time you're playing the music, that you're into a different place?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, you can feel the presence of the audience. And, you know, I can't hear the hecklers as much because I have headphones on.
You've got the headphones on, too.
But I also can't hear the applause either. So at the same time, there's a dissociative side to it, but it's still fun every night.
It does. It sounds remarkable. Very interesting. The show is at 9:30 tonight, and then there are 3 shows tomorrow and 1 show on Sunday. It is coming to the Aviation and Space Museum, so do people have to book in? Or you just hope that they're coming to the shows, there should be space?
I think tonight is sold out. There's still tickets available for Saturday.
For Saturday, 3 shows, 3, 7, and 9:30, and another one on Sunday. Great to meet you. That sounds really, really cool.